Good evening, guys, and welcome to tonight's video. So I want to start tonight just by saying Merry Christmas. I hope you had a great Christmas and that you have a Happy New Year. And with that in mind, let's talk resolutions, because I'm sure people have already thought about it, or are going to be thinking about it, and are going to be thinking about starting them, how they're going to be starting them over the next few days. So we all know the statistics. 80% of resolutions fail by February. And I believe that one of the main reasons behind this is sort of how people set expectations. I think that a lot of people tend to bite off more than they can chew. And I'm a big believer in setting big goals, but I think it's the small goals that lead to the big goals that make the biggest difference, okay? And I think that people just tend to try and change too much too soon, okay? So let me give you an example. I can imagine a lot of people at the start of the year are going to be looking to eat better and looking at improving their diet and how they eat. Now, for a lot of people, that will sound like one simple habit, okay? Eat better. But when you break it down, it's actually a lot more than that. Now, let's say, for example, that at the minute you have one meal a day that you cook and the others you just put together or get pre-packaged, microwave meals, etc. Now, let's say that you want to go from one of those, so one cooked meal, to 3 a day. What will it take for you to be able to do that? Well, you're going to have to start looking for new ingredients and new recipes. You're probably going to have to try new foods that you haven't tried before. You're going to have to plan more meals. You may have to learn a new way of cooking. You're going to have to find time to cook these extra meals. Maybe your spouse and or your children don't want to eat these meals, so you're going to have to think, plan and prepare meals separate to yours, which is going to take extra time and extra planning. Maybe you're going to have to go to the grocery store twice a week rather than once a week. It could go on like this for quite a while, and what you can see and the gist of this that you'll get is that what sounds like one simple habit is actually a lot more than that. It may be 10, it may be 20 new habits or behaviours that is actually built into this. And that's just eating better. I can imagine that a lot of people will want to eat better, exercise more, quit smoking. So, on the surface, what seems like 3 simple habits could actually be 100. It could be 100 new habits and behaviours that you're going to have to develop and stick to. And when you look at it in this way, it's very easy to see why people find it so hard and they eventually quit. Because it all of a sudden gets so big and overwhelming that, something's going to have to give. Now, I don't tell you this to try and scare you off and, convince you that it's not worth doing, because of course it is. The point behind this video is the power of setting expectations, because this will not be easy. Whatever it is that you decide to change is not easy. It's simple in a lot of cases, but it isn't easy. It will get hard, and all that amazing motivation and excitement that you have before your start will eventually fade, and it will probably fade sooner than you think. Now, that is normal, so don't worry about that, but you need to plan for it. And the idea behind, I don't know how many videos this is going to be, I'm just going to break them up, probably 2 or 3 videos. And the idea behind these videos is that by the end of them, you'll have a strategy and a plan, so that when these tough times come, which they will come, you will have a strategy and a plan to not only get through them, but to be able to turn these resolutions into actual lifelong habits, because that is the key. And, forget February, we're going to be doing these habits way past February, long into the year, and hopefully for the rest of your life. So, this was just a quick introduction. So the point sort of behind this video, this introduction, is that I just feel that people tend to bite off more than they can chew, and what seems like just a few small habits is actually a big change. And change, whatever you decide to do, is always difficult. It always is. And in the next episode, I will be talking a little bit, I'll be giving you sort of an action plan and how to build your action plan so that you can make long, sustainable change, okay? So that was obviously just a quick one for tonight, just a quick introduction of what's going to be happening over the next few videos. So tune in next time, guys. Going to be sharing an action plan for how you can make these New Year's resolutions actually stick. Okay. Thank you very much for tuning in. I shall see you on the next video, and have a great evening. Thank you.